Good evening. Today is Tuesday, August 10th, 2021, and it is now 7 p.m., and we will begin with the Arts Commission meeting. If I could have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jessica Berry, absent. Commissioner Robert Berry.
Present.
Commissioner Jim Gribble.
Here.
Commissioner Lauren Jones.
Here.
Commissioner Pat Setzer.
Present.
Commissioner Cole Young.
Present.
Alrighty, we do have a quorum, so if you all could please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alrighty, good evening, everyone. I am glad to see that you guys are here with me and we are all in a cool space. Pat and Bob, thank you for braving the heat for a couple hours to stamp some books. So thank you guys for that. So we do not have any public comments or presentations tonight. No committee updates as well. So we will move right into staff reports. Melissa, I will let you take it over.
Thank you. I have a budget in front of you that kind of has a breakdown of how we've spent about $16,000 so far this year. So that leaves about $4,000 available. The fiscal year does end on October 31st. And that's really my update, right? Pretty much that's my update. That does take into account the next week's concert, and the one after that has already been prepaid because we did kind of a bundle deal. And for the, I believe that has also the upcoming security cost in there. So that should be just about right about where we are. There might be some incoming tiny little things that maybe I missed that would come in my next charge bill, but otherwise we're right around 16,000. And then also, I believe it would be a good idea to have a work session in September to kind of go over what the commission would like to do, kind of maybe move around some funds, allocate some funds into different areas. We did spend, a lot on musical entertainment. I will add that in the summer scene, I also spent some of my communications budget, so it would have been a little more had I put everything in there, but then I would have been over budget for the event. So anyway, so I think that planning out next year would be a good idea next month, especially if you want to do the passports again next year, so we could get the full year in there. And that concludes my report.
Questions? Yes, sir.
Just a quick question. Would that be a good time to also go over the concert series and do some lessons learned things, the work session? Is that a good time to do?
Let's go over how this year went and what maybe we could do differently. Yes, and I'm sorry, I did forget one thing. As you all, I think, already know, Pam Simpson did pass away at the beginning of July. I meant to bring it in here. If you weren't at Summer Scene at the time, we did purchase a original painting that was done on site at the event. Since there was just one, I think that if you all decide we would like to keep it here, place it in a permanent spot with a little plaque in her memory. And I did, in the Arts Commission name, donate $100 to each of those two charitable organizations that were listed on her obituary. And there will be a card sent out. I know her celebration of life was just this past weekend, so there will be a card sent out on behalf of the Arts Commission to her family with that information as well.
Anything else? Thank you, Melissa. We will move on to the consent agenda. The only thing we have for tonight is the Arts Commission meeting minutes for July. If I could have a motion to approve, please.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor, please raise your right hand. Carries unanimous. We will move on to unfinished business, which we have none, so we'll move into new business. And the first piece of new business is the election of officers. So Melissa, I will let you take it over from here again.
Thank you. Okay, we'll take nominations for a chair Would anyone like to nominate? Yes, Bob.
I'd like to nominate Lauren.
Okay. Any other nominations for chair? Okay. Would like to have a vote. All in favor? Okay, that was easy. All right, I will now take nominations for a vice chair.
I would like to nominate Bob.
Any other nominations? Okay, and I will take a vote. All in favor? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Second piece of new business is the approval of the fiscal year 2021 meeting schedule. So, Melissa, I will let you jump in again.
Thank you. The Arts Commission will continue to meet on the second Tuesday evening of the month at 7 p.m. in City Hall Council Chambers. I lined out the meetings through February, just did an entire, wait, this is old. Did you guys all get the old one? Sorry. I made a new one. I might have downloaded the wrong one from last year. Did you get ones that said 2020 or 2021 to 22?
20.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So the one that I made and did not download to you actually starts with September of this year and goes through September of the next year, but it is the second Tuesday of every month. I assume, do you want me to go through and list those dates? You guys get it? We're good? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. I did not catch that.
You're fine. Okay. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay.
And yeah, I'm sorry, it is the FY 2022 meeting schedule.
I do have one question, I guess, actually.
Sure.
As I look at it, this year we didn't have a June meeting, is that right?
Correct. We canceled our June meeting.
Okay, it was canceled. It wasn't, we have it normally
We
scheduled.
normally
just
would, yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. We'll move to the vote.
Oh, it is an election. Is that right? Okay. Do I have an
I don't
all in
think-
favor?
Yeah, I don't think you have a
Sorry.
motion at all.
I thought it was going to be a motion. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
All in favor of the 2022 meeting schedule? Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, last piece of business is, of new business that is the sponsorship to the Raymore Peculiar School District High School Choir in the amount of $2,000 to commission the creation of a piece of music for the choir to perform at the Missouri Music Educators Conference at the Margaritaville Resort at the Lake of the Ozarks in January of 2022.
So for the first time in the school history, the Raymore Peculiar High School's chamber choir has been invited to perform at this Missouri Music Educators Conference. The choir director, Stephen Rue, has asked if the commission would consider helping to fund a piece of music, an original piece of music to be written and premiered at the convention. And the musical composition would, of course, would say that it was commissioned by the Raymore Arts Commission and have that dedication on every copy sold. Mr. Rue is also seeking out a Missouri composer to write that piece, if possible. And I am going to share my screen with you and share a short video that he sent us. He was unable to attend tonight in person, but he did make a video. So let me share my screen quickly. Do you see my screen right now? Okay. I'm going to hit play, and this is very loud. I apologize in advance for that, too.
Hi, my name is Stephen Rue, and I'm the choir director at Ray-Pec High School. I'm excited that our chamber singers has been selected for the first time in Ray-Pec High School history to represent our school at the Missouri Music Educators Association Conference. This is going to take place in January of 2022, and we'll be among one of 6 choirs from around the state that was selected from the high school level to perform. It's the highest honor that a choir can receive, and we are so excited for these kids to do an incredible concert concert. And I'm here before you asking the Raymore Arts Commission's support. We are hoping to commission a couple of songs for our program, and we would love to have these be original works that are just for our kids, tailored to the kids, that we can premiere in January. And I would love nothing more than to partner with the Raymore Arts Commission to be a part of that. I thank you all for your consideration of this. We know that funds can be tight, but I believe it'll be an incredible experience for our kids to get to work hand in hand with the composer and get to premiere those works, and will be a great way for us to show that arts are alive and well in our community. Thank you all for considering it, and I'm certainly available if you have any questions. Hi, my name's Steven.
Okay.
Okay, if I could get a motion to approve, please.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
And I will now open this up for any questions that anybody may have.
I do have a question. Timing wise, so it's premiering in January, which is 5 months away. Is the ball already in motion for something like this? I mean, I don't know how long it takes to write a piece of music, but would think it's more than a couple weeks, kind of thing. What? I mean, I'll ask. Do you have an answer? I'm just curious, I guess, more than anything else.
Yes, it's in motion, and most composers have a number of things that they've written that they can finish up and they can tailor to fit a group.
Yeah.
You don't sit around waiting for.
Right. That's what I
Yeah.
figured. There was something
Yes.
kind of like an art piece, maybe, that just needs to be final pieces put together in some cases.
You're correct.
Perfect. That was my question.
Jim, any questions? Bob? Okay.
If I could comment,
Yes, ma'am, you can.
the Music Educators Conference is attended by 5,000 to 7,000 people each January. It is the event, and all those people sitting in the audience will have a degree in music, or 2 or 3 of them. And it is a very high honor to get invited to perform at this. It is the first time that RAPEC has been accepted. That's huge. You're going up against some of the biggest, wealthiest districts in the whole state, and it's a huge honor. Stephen does a great job with the kids, and every piece of music that's printed is going to say commissioned by the Raymore Arts Commission. So it's nice. And we haven't done anything to help the choir. It'd be great to give them a push on this. They have a lot of things they have to pay for. It's expensive to get your kids down there. You have to feed them, all that kinds of stuff, but this would help them on their way.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, we've already had a motion and a second, so all those in favor, please raise your right hand. All right, carries unanimous, 5-0, 1 absent. Okay, we will move to commissioner comments. Mr. Gribble, I'm gonna lead with you tonight.
Nothing to say.
All right. Ms. Setzer?
I agree with Mr. Gribble.
And Cole?
I'll say something. I feel like, just thanks to Melissa, I feel like we've had a really, the 2 years I've been, or almost 2 years on the commission, I feel like the last 6 to 8 weeks have been the busiest the commission's been. I know we've all been involved in activities and it's been exciting, but obviously you've been spearheading them all, and Summer Scene was great, and then the concerts have been a nice variety of songs. My 7-year-old talked about. He's rated the ones he's been to. I won't say him publicly what his favorites and least favorites were, but anyway, yeah, thank you, and excited to see what's coming in the future.
Bob?
I'm just going to echo what my partner here said. Great job, Melissa. This has been fantastic with all the concerts, day in and day out, storm, heat, whatever. You're making it happen, or you're finding a different time to do it, and that's a lot of logistics. And Summer Scene, yeah, the hottest day at the time, and still a great event. Really, really enjoyed that a whole bunch. And I do have some nieces who enjoyed the music and the comedy at Summer Scene. In fact, I got a little text saying they were down in the basement later that day playing improv. So that was awfully cute. But thanks again.
Okay, I will just elaborate on what you guys have said, and I will say, Melissa, thank you. Team, thank you guys as well. It's been COVID brought some challenges, and you guys have stepped up to the plate, knocked it out the park. So, super duper honored to be a part of this team. As we move forward into our next fiscal year, bigger guys, we've set the tone, so now we have an opportunity to go bigger. If we need to step outside of our budget, I will be more than happy to, reach out to council, or we can just kind of get creative as a group to look at some other options. So I don't want you guys to say we only have $20,000 and that's it. If there's something that, we think is really going to have an impact, then that's what we're here for, to kind of open up that dialogue and think of creative ways to kind of get there, So thank you guys again. Those are my comments for tonight. If nobody has anything else, then we will move to an adjournment.
I just have a quick reminder, the next 2 Thursdays,
Okay.
we're finishing up our last 3 summer concerts that we have scheduled. So Thursday is Bluegrass Band, the Wildwood Boys. That's the 19th. The following Thursday, the 26th, is the Brad Allen Jazz Trio. They're a reschedule from a rainy day. And then September 16th, we will have the full American Legion Band of Greater Kansas City. And Pat, you are performing that night, right? You are not. Oh, you are not. Okay, sorry. Okay, okay. And that will wrap up what we have on our schedule. And then at the work session, if there's something else we would like to squeeze in October, or kind of piggyback off of something that Parks already has going on, we can discuss that at our September work session.
And I just wanted to say one more thing. I was thinking about this and I forgot. Those passport books have been the highlight of, I think, our year. And so that's something small, something very simple. But I know Jim and I were out at the Hawks Nest fundraiser, and we just got super aggressive with it, where we were like, hey, how many books do we have? And I mean, we were getting books off, and you would think as much information as we put out there that people know, but a lot of people were still like, oh, we didn't know you had it. And so as we're out at these different events, focus on stamps, of course, for the people that have books, but as many people as we can give those books to. I think people have been very, very receptive to something so small, but it kind of gives them a window of this is what's really going on. So it's almost a calendar for some people to just kind of have an idea of kind of what's going on. So go big, go small, but let's go. Okay, so if I could have a motion to adjourn, if there's no more comments.
So moved.
And a second, please.
Second.
All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All right, carries unanimous. Thank you guys. Stay cool. I appreciate you guys.